Professor Tuck, and as you guys can see, I've got my hand. He's got me. Shit, what's that on? Have you learned about this trip?
It's fun to be out in the woods with Tuck.
Okay, it's fun to be with Tuck. Okay, what else?
I always overpack.
Okay, and like, so you've got your hammock set up. That is still a strange setup. You have like a half of one, but you ball up. So for
Yeah.
those of you wanting to know, tell us a little bit about your hammock.
It's a hammock gear underquilt. It cost me like $270. It's 850 still powered down. It's a 3/4 length size from my height. I'm only 5'3", so I tend to be a side sleeper that kind of curls up. So it's perfect for me. My hammock is a Buyer Traveler Light, and I have the ultra light straps and toggles and everything from I don't remember the manufacturer, but if you look for ultralight hammock ties on Google, you should be able to find it. It's a specific company that sells pretty much just the straps and things. So my whole setup is only, I believe, 21 ounces, including tarp and everything.
21 ounces, so it's less than 2 pounds for all of that, including the tarp.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Top
that.
quilt, under quilt, hammock, straps, and ties, and tarp.
Hey, what's up, Mustard Seed? Nice to see you. I ain't seen you in a while. He's also he's a dog trainer. He's a prison guard, and he also is he does dog training on the side.
Nice.
How's your business going? Is it going pretty good? So, but yeah, you guys see me. You guys already know what I use. Here, let me take you and show you kind of the outside of it, because I got the quilt or under quilt to go along with it. But anyways, let me take a moment and show you. So as you can see, I've got the the Ember, which it goes 40 degree. It's pretty much 40 degree comfort. It'll probably take you down to 30 degrees, like critical. But you better have a base layer if you drop below freezing. This is not the one for freezing. It was about $50 more for it, and quite frankly, I've still never been really happy with my I am looking at, before I do another long distance trail, I'm looking at possibly replacing this underquilt with something that I like that's a little bit better now that I know what I'm doing with an underquilt. So I'm actually in Missouri right now. So as you saw, Oz, that is her trail name, Oz. She's a subscriber, invited me up here. I figured I'd check it out, and she'd been saying she wanted to hike, but she never had anybody to hike with, and so we decided to do some hiking together. Right now, we just did a 5 mile hike. Normally, we're looking there. I need to get her comfortable with doing long distance. She can do long distance. She's actually a pretty fast walker. I'm pretty impressed with her being able to keep up, because I kept making fun of her. It's like, are we there yet? I'm tired. Can we take a break? I'm hungry. So it's becoming a running joke, because you take a person out for the first hike and they're like, hey, yeah, you're gonna go like 15 miles today and you're gonna enjoy it, and people are like, you're nuts. What's wrong with you? And so her yeah, getting her used to it. She can do the miles. It's just a matter. And another thing is, she's also diabetic. So being diabetic means that she has to kind of monitor herself and see how her body interacts with it. But essentially, that is what's going on. And hey, for those of you that are still here, just so you know, this channel is sponsored by Stephanie, openairproperties.net. If you are looking to go off grid, as you can see from Mustard Seed, what he said is it doesn't look like I'm in Arizona anymore. That's because I bought a piece of land from Stephanie. She has property. They're blank slate pieces of land, acres to 2 acres at a time. It's about $200 an acre, but she does property that's off grid in Arizona, Colorado, and Arkansas. If you go to openairproperties.net, and when you fill out the contact form, just use the promo code FriarTuck. You'll get $50 off of your deposit. Just let her know that you heard about her through the channel. But for the rest of y'all that are still here and everything, I want to thank you. Aries King, nice to see you. Okay, so um, this is just us on a day hike. Nothing real extravagant. I got today and tomorrow off, so we're gonna hike back tomorrow in the afternoon, and then I've got some side work I got to get done before the end of the day. Um, and then I'm off to work on Wednesday. What's up, Nathan? Nice to see you. But as you can see, we're here. Let's
Walk down the river.
yeah.
Walk them down the river.
Okay.
Oh shit. Found the
There
bottom.
goes your stuff. So if you guys kind of want to see the river, let me show you guys the river. But anyways, this has been a pretty relaxing day. I needed to be able to get out and to walk. For those of you that have been following me for a while, you know it's best for me. It's in my best interest to walk at least 10 miles a day. So 5 miles in a day kind of sucks, but it's still something. And I need to be active for my own health, the health issues I have. But for those of you, that's for those of you that don't know it. For those of you that do know it, you know I love to walk and to hike. So let me show you. This is the river. Of course, we're right next to a highway, but this is the river. There's a nice little trail that comes. This is an old dam down here. From what I understand, this is an old dam that used to be here and it just finally broke. Now, there is a little tributary creek over here, which is where I'd prefer to get water than getting water out of this. So, but it is what it is. Yeah, this is the river. This is part of the reason why we came here. As you can see, there's a granary right there. But we're on the edge of the Midwest, so you're gonna see a lot of farm stuff around here. But it's kind of nice. It's got trees. We can do a hammock, so that makes life much better. But it looks like there's a little carved out camp spot because people come down here a lot of times. People do they do cat fishing and all kinds of other stuff. You can walk down the river. The river's pretty low from what I understand. It's not very high. Uh, it's normally probably about another foot or two higher, but it hasn't rained a lot this year, I guess. So, excuse me. But that is our basic, the basic day that we've done. Um, but anyways, so does anybody have any questions before I hop off and go back to enjoying a day at the river, doing some hammock camping in a nice little camp spot? As you guys can see, this is a camp spot. There's my trekking poles. There's my bag, as you can see. But we're kind of enjoying ourselves. We're dealing. Or Donkey, hope you're doing well. Thanks for the advice earlier. Yeah, no worries, man. Um, I've got to work on. I'm working on some stuff that will kind of help people figure out what to do. As far as like packing gear, whether you're hiking or you're homeless, you're still going to need the same thing because I pack for. When I pack for long distance trails, 500 miles or more. And if you're going to do something that's going to require you to walk at least 2 months or more, you technically will be homeless. So you're going to want the same gear whether you're homeless or you're doing a long distance trail, because that's going to be the difference between survival and comfort or just plain old survival. So for those of you that are interested in understanding the gear that I have, I will tell you, like, hold on a second. Let me hop through here. Okay, so let me point out some stuff here. Okay, so first and foremost, you see this? These are 12-foot straps. These 12-foot straps are important because, as you see, this tree and this tree are two. And it would for any real hammock, but having the extra long straps now allows me to do a little bit longer of it. And as you can see, I've still got a few because I like to have my hammock more stretched out because I like to lay more flat than to be kind of curled up in a ball or have my feet way high in the air. Okay, now the underquilt, because these things are thin, any good breeze is going to make you cold. You want an underquilt for it. It's a popular brand, but I don't think it's the best brand. I may be wrong, but just my experience with it, I had to repair that. So you see, right here, I had to repair this today and figure out how it actually broke, and I've only used it a few times. So that's one thing to think about. Also, when it comes to a pack, now she prefers an internal frame. I've done both the internal and external frame. I prefer the external frame because it sits better on your back. This is the best walk I've had. They generally have thicker straps. This is more lightweight. It's not as heavy as the one that I had. So it's more of a lightweight aluminum versus something else that was a lot more expensive. Okay, and as you can see, for those of you that are curious, that is my tag. But when it comes to when it comes to your pack, you've got to understand that you're finding the right pack that fits you, because like I have a long torso and short legs, and so I actually, instead of going with the medium, I go with the large because it's much easier for me and works, versus like women generally tend to have a shorter torso and longer legs, and so therefore they're going to want a completely different pack, something along a small. Okay, so just understanding what kind of pack you have and your sleeping gear is extremely important. And this is what I will travel around with, because as long as there's a tree, as you see, this is not ideal to set up a tent. And if you did, it would have to be like a solo one-man tent here. There's really not a lot of camping spots, but if you can find two trees, now a spot that wasn't really viable for camping now becomes viable for camping. Okay. And you were gonna say something?
Yeah, show them this.
Oh, what's that?
Stickers. Don't
Okay.
be in a sticker bush.
Don't pee in a sticker bush.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Don't
the
be in a sticker bush. These won't come out when you launder your clothes. You have to pick them all out.
Yeah, I know. You get those all the time on like Florida Trail and stuff. Okay, but I hope I helped some of you guys out. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you enjoyed this little this little check-in, and I will see you guys probably Tuesday. Probably Tuesday night after we get home. I'll give you guys a final report on how everything went, what obstacles we face, getting up and moving. Because getting there is one thing, but getting back is another thing. So thanks for being here, guys. I will see you tomorrow.